afternoon, everybody. Um, Everyone on this call is unique. And as I was reflecting on how I might be unique from the rest of you, I see there's two ways that I'm unique to everybody else on this call. Number one, I'm the only one I think that has long gray hair. That seems to be the case. And the second thing is, I'm pretty sure is that I'm the only one that has 7 grandkids, and they are awesome. And so when I'm with my grandkids, I'm with them for them to teach me something. And last night, my 2-year-old grandson named Daxton was here at our house, and he has his toy, and it's just awesome. And for some reason, when he plays that, turns that on, and he starts dancing, and I don't see him dance with anything else. So last night I spent about 30 minutes trying to figure out why he liked that more than anything else. So I'm a very curious person. And I would love, because with my grandkids, rather than me trying to make great moments for them, I find the best moments is when they teach me something. So I would, as I look at all your names on this list, I would love to be in your office tomorrow morning, and what I would tell you is, teach me something. And I don't care what, just show me something that interests you that I probably don't know. So that's how my world works. And fortunately, thank God, I have 7 grandkids to practice that with all the time. But real quickly, I want to just, I'm going to go through my presentation very quickly because I want the interactive thing to happen. So we'll make these available to you as well. But here's 5 things that you cannot carry into the future. And I'm just going to speed through these. These are 5 rules that you have to break as you go into the future. Number 1 is be normal. You got to break that rule. Being normal makes change and new ideas difficult. Are you seeing this, you guys? Hold on. Crap. Hold on. Now you will. Now we should have it. We good now? These things you cannot carry into the future. Number 1, being normal. Being normal makes change and new ideas difficult. People who are normal talk and think about normal things. No story worth telling is normal. Chasing excellence will make you normal, by the way. That's a whole nother conference. The people that talk about excellence usually are talking about lofty things that nobody can really describe. So it's too subjective. Rule number 2 to break. Is avoiding mistakes. Playing it safe keeps new ideas from happening. Many wonderful things have been discovered by accident. Chocolate chip cookies, potato chips, silly putty, Post-it notes were all created by mistake. Most churches play defense rather than offense. Wayne Gretzky says you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Can you imagine a church going through an entire year with the goal of avoiding mistakes? I can. I see it often. Number three, rule to break is being independent. Striving to be independent will cause your quality to decay. It robs us of doing new things in new ways. A plan that doesn't allow for collaboration results in redundancy. Collaboration takes 6 hours. The reason I say 6 hours is to prove a point that the Bible says somewhere that meetings last an hour and 15 minutes. I don't know where it says in the Bible. It's got to be there somewhere. But churches so often are not patient enough or disciplined enough to spend enough time in collaborating. That's where the magic happens. It takes great skill and great patience to lead your team to be a very, very collaborative team. Number 4, stay comfortable. You got to break that rule. Patterns become prisons. Routine can quickly diminish returns. Comfortability sustained robs progress. Staying comfortable puts us in danger of missing what God might have for us. And minor sacrifice results in no growth. Now, if you can see, I got some books behind me, and my wife says that she thinks I only read the first 3 chapters of each book. She's probably right. But I don't read books front to back. I read books by the title of the chapter, and whatever interests me, I do that. But this is a great book by Anders Ericsson called Peak. He says, kids with high IQs learn how to play chess faster. But once their peers catch up, they may no longer have an advantage. While a high IQ helps kids learn the game and acquire the basic skills required to play, once other kids catch up, intelligence level doesn't matter, but deliberate practice does. So to become an expert, you need to be willing to sacrifice short-term pleasure for satisfaction of success down the road. A key tenet of deliberate practice is that it's generally not enjoyable. Instead, it's about doing things that don't come naturally or easily, which can be tough. Practice really involves failing a lot until you eventually reach your goal. And so often, this is the reason that people in their, people 25 to 50 years old topple over because they've spent way too much time doing the same thing over and over without being challenged and without practicing things that are painful. And number 5, break this rule. Simple things you do don't matter. The final result can be easily broadcast, but the small, endless, year after year efforts are not easy to report. Treating people with dignity once a day, 5 days a week for years can change the culture of a company or a church. This actually goes back to the competencies that David's talking about in improv leadership. So this is my word to you guys and men and women today on this call. What you do and who you are matters. And I'm intrigued by the Disney company in so many ways. I'm very intrigued by Ed Catmull from Pixar, his book Creativity Inc. But they talk about wonder. So we're going to move into a time now for you to all participate. And I wonder